Hi, Sally here. We had a big day covering coaching fundamentals. So I want to acknowledge you for putting skin in the game, for playing along, learning hard, and giving it everything you got. I really enjoyed the day. I really took away from my experience of you all as a group and the conversations that we had that our children are in the best hands possible. You are so dedicated, you are so wanting to do such great work that I admire you and I am privileged to have worked with you, and I hope I get to work with you again. So thank you very much. Brilliant day. I hope you got a lot out of it. I hope that as you reflect on the day, lots of more things come up for you that make a lot more sense, how you can be an even better coach than what you are now. And you're pretty good, let me tell you. So just remember, in your coaching conversations, we want to get right into making sure the coachee owns it. So remember that we need to listen, we need to ask, not tell, ask, not tell. Stay out of the tell trap as such. Remember to use your grow model, so goals, reality, options, way forward and willing. And remember that when you're in that goal segment, you want to make sure that the coachee is creating the SMART goals. So specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, maybe even resourced and timely. Okay, just to recap on those. I want to thank you that maybe you didn't all get to have a turn in having a coaching conversation, but in my observation as I moved around group to group, you were really unpacking it and you were working hard to make sense of process, and so the learning is there, and so thank you for doing that. And I really want to acknowledge you that you were in the game. I saw that and I'm grateful that you did that. Now, two other things I want to cover off. The first one is the books that I mentioned. So only if you want to follow it up. This is entirely up to you. But I did mention the book called Influence by Robert Cialdini. This is an old book, but still, it's a keeper. I don't know if your university lecturers ever said, this book's a keeper. So it's one of those. So Cialdini, C-I-A-L-D-I-N-I. C-I-A-L-D-I-N-I, Influence. It is heavy going reading, but it's a really fantastic foundation to understanding how we influence in the world, or how you may have been influenced in the world. Really great stories in there too. The other book I mentioned was the one by Warren Berger, A More Beautiful Question. And what I was mentioning about this is that not necessarily a whole bank load of questions, but how we look at questions, how we look at the way we use questions, and how they can actually create creativity, innovation, engagement, and the value that questioning has for us, particularly as leaders. So something to think about there. Now, I have come up with a third book. If you want to really dive a little bit deeper into coaching, then this book, The Tao of Coaching, which was by Max Landsberg, it is probably older than me. Okay, maybe not that old, but it's an old book, but it's a great book. It's one of those little nuggets of gold. You could read it in an hour. Seriously, you could read it in an hour. It's written in a story format and it progresses through a particular coaching story. So it's a really easy read, a great read, and I'd say a foundational read when it comes to diving into coaching. So that's there as well, The Tao of Coaching. Okay, the last thing I want to mention is I put up my email address, sally@sallyfoleylewis.com. And I said to you that if you have a coaching question, then please email me and we will organize a 15-minute catch-up. Now, sometimes you see those sorts of offers and you think, oh, that's just very nice, that's for Jerry, yeah, oh, I can't really email her. You can email me. You have my permission, okay? Please. I truly understand that you can spend a full day in training and unpack a process, and then when you go to actually do it, so many other things flood your brain. I understand that. So please, if you do have a coaching question, let's continue that conversation. I will endeavor to make sure that we have a very fast, furious, really, really deep and effective 15-minute call to unpack whatever coaching issue you're confronted with. I won't cut you off at 15 minutes, don't worry, I'm not that mean. but we'll get there. We'll get it sorted. So please, that is definitely 100% my permission to you if you feel you need it. Please do get in touch. And over to you. Go coach. Go be great, which I know you already are. So thank you.